So I'm sure you guys know about how the My Little Pony fandom has always been about the togetherness and the fan art and all of that, and all of the fans doing fan works. You guys have known that it's about making OCs and all that. This new con doesn't support artists, but wants artists to come anyway because they decided that they want to use AI. It starts right here over on Twitter, as usual, as it does, where it says, "Get over your feelings about the use of AI. Us creators got work to do." And it says, "Shepherding the renaissance of the fandom." And this image is very, very messed up. This arm goes straight into whatever instrument this is, and the other hand, it goes through the loop and over this. I guess it's supposed to be a guitar, or something, but it's hardly that. And then this is weird because the hooves have fingers now, and whatever this is down here, whatever the prompt is, it's bad. This was bad. I wanted to show you guys this because this got me. The Twitter OS, that's crazy. So they decided to use AI for placeholders instead of getting artists beforehand. And there's tons of artists for the My Little Pony fandom. And it goes, artwork placeholder by AI, but it could be you. I would not even want to do that because they've already done this. They literally don't need this. And they definitely wrote this with AI. It says right here, your social media inbox is no longer just a space for communication. It's a diagnostic panel for the energetic state of your systems. Oh, God. But the solution isn't to shut down emotionally. It's to learn how to transmute. What in the world? I just want to say that this person is weird. They're just weird. It says here, valence coupling, signal processing, and the dead fandom reflex. Like, why? This is overly complicated, and I don't even know why this is posted like here. And I feel like they just put these into ChatGPT or possibly Gemini and asked it to give him some kind of feedback so he could make a blog, I guess. That category, thought. I don't even know what thought leader is. It says here, the fandom is dead. And then signal B is, here is visual proof of activity. And then they use this to show that it's not dead. I'm not going to say what this reads like, but this reads like some tinfoil stuff. So I actually went to try to look at when this thing is supposed to be. And they don't have any information really. They have this, but then they have when you click on the convention and the venue, they don't have the venue. I don't think it's real. I think it's a joke. Because let me just look here. So this person goes, yeah, this is so lame. I could have drawn this for $5. And they reply, value yourself as an artist more than $5 and we'll give you a paid artistic opportunity. I feel like even that is probably you know what? I bet they're using one of those agents that take over the computer, like OpenClaw. So it says here, no, you literally wouldn't, you retards. Otherwise, you wouldn't resort to AI plagiarizing. You wouldn't resort to AI plagiarizing from all of them. We'll give you a paid artistic opportunity under a post where you're telling artists to get over their feelings about AI with an AI image. Loser. Run, he's trying to scam us. I mean, the fandom is pissed. Right here it even says, human creators have carried their love for this show on their backs for years after the finale. You know, the show that was made by human beings. So using AI to promote a con that is supposed to celebrate said show is bold, to put it gently. I would definitely, here's the crash out for being called out. No. This is so weird. New midwestria, shepherding the renaissance of the fandom convention initiative, social media diagnostic report, and process repair log. The fuck are you talking about, bro? Someone's like, no ponies showing up to this shit. So the reason why I wanted to talk about this is because I know artists that might be in my audience might be interested in going to this, or there might be musical artists that might be interested in performing at this, or vendors, or whatever you are. Maybe you should steer clear because we're going to talk about the person who's actually involved in this. I mean, obviously this is wrong because this guy is using AI, but it's a little deeper than that. And this is why I try to kind of implore you guys. There's something behind using AI to promote a product that tells me that you're not taking care of business. And I know someone's going to meme that about me, but you are not taking care of business, I feel, if you used AI. So let's get into what this person said over here, because we're all interested. So right here, Brass Scribe says, I said this before and I will say it again. Do not support New Midwestria. I used to know the founder for almost a decade, so I know my reasoning for this existing. And let me tell you, it's arguably worse than any Mayor Fair or BabsCon stuff. I'm going to go into the deets below. So it says here, I'm actually going to turn off my model for you guys. Alrighty, thanks for your patience. Here, what's up with New Midwestria. Now, this was last year. It says right here, New Midwestria is solely run by a person named Rainbow Dashy, who used to be someone I considered a friend before I rebranded as Brass Scribe, to say the absolute least. He is a narcissist and someone who harasses anyone who disagrees with him. He did something to get himself banned from Winnie City, Ponyville Ciderfest, and MOP MSP. At the very least, rumor has it he's banned from more cons too, and later harassed Charlie Worthy, the head con chair for those 3 cons, for years afterwards. As retaliation, Rainbow created New Midwestria in the Chicagoland area and created a campaign to slander Winnie City and other cons he was banned from, using those cons' official artworks, announcements to promote New Midwestria, and or shit that involves those said cons. I added the first image example below. And as a bonus, at one point, he created alt accounts to try to make it seem like they hate these cons, that make it seem like there's others that hate these cons and prefer New Midwestria. Now, here's the kicker. When people called him out, he ended up harassing them for a week and or used them as targeted memes through the New Midwestria name. In short, NM is run solely by someone who is very immature and a narcissist who just wants attention and their pound of flesh for things that happened over half a decade ago. And MN, at least in the past, ran a slanderous campaign to try to attempt libel against a few cons. Oof. And it says right here, to quickly sum up what happened, the founder Rainbow Dashy was banned from Winnie and Ciderfest for some egregious and justified reason, and as a result, there was a borderline harassment towards the staff. Eventually, NM was created as a rival con. It says here, oh god, this was in 2021. If you're good at staffing conventions, don't do it for free. Don't volunteer at BabsCon, Everfree, TrotCon, Winnie City Pony, or Pony Ciderfest. Don't provide free designs, logistics, art, security, AV, marketing, VIP relations without payment. So it also says here, I know I've been chirping a lot about it, but I'll stop soon. But honestly, can someone come up to me and say, you can't run a convention and not expect my response to be fucking watch me? I need one of y'all to tell me, because for the life of me, I can't figure it out. And this was back in 2021. So he goes, I think I finally figured out why the brony fandom gatekeeps information so much, because they don't want anyone to ever find out how mind-boggling easy half this shit is. I mean, honestly, the only hard thing about running a convention is getting people to show to your shows. Well, you used AI and you kind of said, artists are important. You said that. And here is some of the art that was taken from some of these other pony cons. And I guess, God, they really messed this up. Hold on, let me show you guys. Look at this. This is real. This edit they made is real ugly. Jesus Christ. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying the art is bad. I'm saying this edit is bad. This is a bad edit. And this weirdo is posting memes, bothering other convention people. New Everfree Northwestria. I don't understand why they would want to bother these people. Give some bits to TrotCon. They good beans. They were the only con we didn't see being publicly mean to us when we announced ourselves in the fall. And it says here, look who tried to fucking leech. Now that a once respected con is under fire. If you thought Bab's leadership was corrupt, toxic, and abusive, they're literally saints compared to the leadership of this convention. If you're a respected musician, do not apply. And there's this reply here. It goes, I will also note that they marketed their first event with pony assets, but didn't once bother try to get any brony acts. It says, have you asked the community if anyone is interested in performing, opening up applications, hired a musician lead who knows musicians in the fandom that might be interested and could put together a good lineup? And he goes, we think we got a pretty good lineup so far. If any brony musicians are interested, send them our way. We can book them. And if we get enough performers, we can expand the show backwards into Friday as well. Oh, you plan on having an entire con? Oh my God, like Friday, Saturday, Sunday? Oh, this dude's fucking crazy. He's fucking crazy. if this is a paying gig, you had to announce that. You would have probably had bronies clamoring for the opportunity to perform. Now, you've messed up your PR pretty badly. You may still have a shot depending on what you can offer, but I don't know. So it says here, in the end, do not support this organization. They are founded on shitty principles, leeching off of other cons. They obviously steal art. They use AI, and they'll harass anyone that they don't like. It's run by narcissists, and it isn't even a real pony event. And apparently he also shares lolly stuff, guys. So yikes. You know what I think? I can't even believe that this is real. I can't even believe this is real. This dude, I believe, is using AI to make a con. He literally probably went to Gemini or ChatGPT and said, how do I run an anime convention for the My Little Pony fandom? And was like, give me an outline. And then we get this fucking crazy tinfoil ass outline, like one of these outlines. And he's like, I'm going to do it all but by myself. There's nobody that wants this. Okay, so I guess I try to have like so much nuance. Like, okay, so you're like, I'm going to do this anime con shit. How am I going to do it? So you're like, okay, this is too big for me. I have to ask ChatGPT. And you're like, all right, I'm going to go to ChatGPT. And then, like, the thing is that you know that there's going to be artists, right? So the most realistic thing to do would be to beg somebody that you know and say, hey, I don't have a lot of money. Could you help me? I will give you a portion of whatever funds come from this thing. Or something, because I feel like if there was really a thing where this person, you know what, I feel like if this was real, if it wasn't one of these, I could see that maybe if they were nice about it and weren't being totally fucking crazy tinfoil, that maybe they could have figured it out. But they're mean, and they're using AI in this weird way that's coming across like they have some kind of something wrong with them. They're using the website as their own blog to be mad at other people. You know what I think? They got the AI psychosis. They definitely got the AI psychosis. They was like, gee, please give me the way to make an anime con. I will go by bit and I will make it. I will use the AI. I will use the Geminis. I will use all of the things. And now all he does is just post some AI shit talking about whatever the fuck that crazy ass shit is on there. Because this shit is tone deaf. It's completely tone deaf. And if you're an artist who's seen this and you're thinking, don't think. Just turn away. Just turn and walk away. You don't need none of this. You don't need it. It's too crazy for you. It's too crazy for all of us. But please like and subscribe if you guys thought this was a little bit funny, because it's a little bit funny. Come on, you guys know it is. A little bit silly. And go to my Patreon, damn it. I want you guys to see my stuff I work super hard on, okay? I work super hard on my stuff, okay? So thank you guys for coming by, and thanks to my patrons, and I will see you next week. Bye.